Hi.
Good evening. Good evening.
Hi, Kala.
How are you? Good to see
I'm
you.
good to
I
see you.
think, yes, yeah, you keep it like that so that I can see you better. A little higher, a little, this, that's good. No, but you have to, yeah, that's good. Again, it's going down. That's correct. Okay. Good. So we welcome you, dear
Yeah,
M
yes.
Rajasekharan, but our dear Raja to us and to our family. And thanks so much to accepted to be, yeah, thanks so much to accepted to be our guest this evening on our page's Insta handle. And my dear viewers, with the IPL fever, excitement having started since yesterday and CSK also having won, though all of us are cricket enthusiasts, the more today's guest is very much a cricket enthusiast, though a very passionate tennis player. See, before I do give a very short introduction from the long list of the achievements that M Rajasekharan has done in this corporate world, the saying goes, you can't become a CEO without working hard and delivering very great results. Building and leveraging strong relationships with mentors and sponsors will take you the rest of the way. And to that category is our dear Sri M Rajasekharan here this evening, who is a certified coach for senior management and business leaders. He's the founder and chief consultant of Business Clinic, a unique initiative that provides companies across industries quick and effective solutions for the challenges they face across multiple areas. And also, he played a very much a key role in the aggressive expansion, market expansion, as the CEO of Mangaldeep Puja Agarbati's ITC division. He had also been the MD of WIMCO, also the chairman of CSR, Madras Chambers of Commerce. And over and above all this, my dear viewers, he is my dear Ramya, my classmate in 7th standard, my friend Ramya's husband to all of you. And, you know, the Status Bharanatyotsava, TBN, which is round the corner from September 25th to 27th, digital that we are going this year due to pandemic. The brain behind this TBN, all credits goes to Sri M Rajasekharan, my dear viewers. If not for him, I would not have started this in 2010. We'll come that a little later. Raja, over to you. We want to hear you, your corporate world, how you rose as a successful CEO, and then how did you manage to take up sponsorship of classical arts, that to the young kids, and more that we do not know what you've, the others also that you've done. Please, over to you, dear Raja.
Yeah, thank you, Kala. I hope I am audible. Thank you all for being here today. Well, I think, when Kala invited me to be present for this evening, I honestly didn't know the agenda. So today morning I had a quick chat to understand what she's supposed to do, ask me, and what I'm supposed to speak. At the end of it, I saw this poster saying that, music and dance. So she requested me to share it with a lot of people. I did do that to some of my friends. There were very many very inquisitive questions saying that, is it a Jugalbandi? Are you going to sing? So I think what it implied was, the people perceive many things from what you write as a headline. I think that's what happened. So then I had to say there's going to be a talk about,
That's
ITC.
okay. That, they must be even more intriguing. Oh, our dear colleague Raja, who's going to talk about, they must be even more interested to come to know what is going to happen. It
No,
is
no,
just that. because you were it's because of the your sponsorship for music and dance goes a long way. And not only that, as a corporate head, very few come to support the classical arts. So we wanted you to, because since you've associated, definitely you're the right choice for us to talk about your corporate world and then come to our TBN.
Yeah, yeah. So therefore, I had to do a bit of explaining to say that I'm not going to do a Jugalbandi with Kala, and I'm just going to talk to you guys about, she told me very clearly to talk about what did I do in my corporate career, etc. Okay, let me quickly give you a story about my journey. My dad was a lawyer in Vellore. He practiced as a lawyer for over 50 years there. Me and my sister, we did our schooling in Vellore. And after that, I moved on and did my engineering at Annamalai University. 5 long years and 5 tough years. That really taught me as to what real life is all about, and how to live on my own without much of support from parents and friends and all. Because when I joined that place, it was literally I didn't know anyone. So how to live in a place where you didn't know anybody and learn about the whole thing was an experience by itself. So after that, uh, chemical engineering course, those years was 5 years. I used to play tennis, as she said, right from my school days. So that was a good pastime for me. I used to go to the tennis courts almost every day from my hostel and have a game. Had a lot of friends there, played for the university, and played in many tournaments and all.
Fantastic.
But let me tell you, that Annamalai University those days was very notorious. I mean,
Oh,
5 years, 10 semesters, and as far as I remember, not even one semester went on strike. So there will be a strike for some reason or other.
oh God.
Either there will be the hostel food was not right, or there were bugs in the bed, or water not all right. We used to find some reason to strike.
Were you
So
a hostelite or a day scholar, Raja?
no, I was very much an hostelite, and
Yeah,
that's
okay.
what hardened me up, and that gave me the life's experience. So every semester was for 6 months. So I think out of 6 months, at least 1 month we'll be back home because of strike. So play tennis and have fun. So that's all. So at the end of it, only when we came to the final year, all of us thought, my God, are we going to get any job here at all or not?
Oh
Outside.
God.
Because with this kind of a reputation, and one was not too sure what's going to happen. So I finished my education, and then I came back to Vellore. I used to go and play evenings in my father's club, and I didn't want to really. I wanted to probably do a PG,
Okay.
uh, or take up a job. At that point in time, the most interesting thing was I met somebody in the tennis court in Vellore who was the chief of a modern plastics unit in Ranipet, which is about 30 40 kilometers away from
Yeah.
Vellore. He asked me, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing nothing. I just finished my education and I'm chilling."
Okay. Those days you did not have any college interviews?
Nothing,
Job?
nothing.
Nothing.
We had to fend for ourselves.
Hey, my
So,
grandson says hi to you. Hi from
oh, hi, oh, hi. So,
Archit. Okay.
I
Uh,
So obviously, this person, I met him in the club. He asked me, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing nothing." I mean, in the way youngsters talk today, I also told him in a different way. I was chilling, doing nothing. Okay. So he said, "Why don't you come to a factory tomorrow and have a look at the place and start see whether you like it or not, and tell me what." That's how my career started. The next day, I went there on my me and my friend. We drove down on a motorcycle 30 odd kilometers to the factory. And it's nice, beautiful, very modern factory. They had, so obviously he said, "Why don't young man? Why don't you join?"
okay.
That's how my corporate career started. It was MRF's plastic unit in Ranipet. So they knew that probably I was cut up only for marketing. So I spent about a year in the factory. After that, they quickly moved me to Bombay, where I did some market development work. And then I continued there. Then I transferred down to south to look after southern region marketing. So that was a good learning base. That's how I started my career. I know that's when I learned,
That is from Vellore, from that same factory or office, you were sent, is it, for the
yeah,
to Bombay for the development coach? Ah,
no, I was transferred to Mumbai to look after.
Mumbai for a training.
No, to look after
Ah,
the
achha.
Western product
Okay.
development.
Oh,
Then I came
oh,
down to Chennai to look after the southern region sales. So obviously 1980 was when I started. 1986 I became bored of the job because I
oh.
really became. I said, well, why not look at some other opportunity? So as fate would say and luck would have it, I was called for an interview at ITC at the Thiruvatiyur factory in Chennai, where I,
Fantastic.
where I met the director and the general manager. They obviously said, okay, why don't we join? That's when my career in ITC started. And right through, I think somewhere there for marketing sales. So I started my career in the ITC as a marketeer for outside business, non-ITC business. So after that, quickly I was sent to Calcutta to look after the Eastern region marketing. Spent a
Okay.
couple of years, and then moved to Baroda. For 3 years, I look after the Western region. Then came
Wow.
back, and so when we were in Baroda, and that's the time when Anush was born. And before that, in '87, just when I joined ITC after about a year, Amrit was born, my elder son. I still
Yes.
in Thiruvatiyur, we used to stay in large bungalows. The old British type bungalows. And one party, I remember one general manager, Mr. Chadda. The evening one party, he and his wife came for the party, and his wife met us, and she said hi, and she told. In fact, she met Ramya, and
How
she
sweet.
how are you and all. She was asking. He said, where are you staying? So Ramya, I think, see, we are staying in bungalow J3. She said, oh my God, that's a great place, and you're going to get a kid very soon. And it happened. Okay, I don't know.
Oh,
So that,
sweet.
so I,
And dear Raja, Ramya still remains the same old school looking girl only to me, to us. That's great. So Amrit was, as soon as she told, I think Ramya conceived
one
with
year later,
Amrit.
1987, he was born.
Excellent.
Then
Excellent.
Calcutta, then we came down to Baroda. When 92, Anush was born. Yeah, I think these were different experience. Calcutta was, the all of you know what a Bong experience is all about. Very nice, friendly, excellent people. In the sense, they at that time in Calcutta when I was there between basically 1987 to 89, nothing used to work in that city.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, nothing used to work. I'm sure some people fond of Calcutta, they may not be liking the state. However, no power, no electricity, yeah, and no phones and no good transport. So everybody used, but people were very nice. So
Okay.
everybody is the city growing on you. I always give one standard answer. It's not growing. I want to get out.
No,
So
but when did you come to settle down in Chennai and continue to be in ITC without a transfer to another city?
no, that was after Calcutta. We went to Baroda. Then we were
Okay.
there for 3 years. Then after that, in 1992, we came down to Chennai. That's
Okay.
when I had varied responsibilities in the packaging business, and
Okay.
1992, I think sometime in June or July, we moved to Chennai, and we moved to um, our ITC's housing in Boat Club Road, that place called Bougainvillea. You won't
Yes.
get in that place, 3A Bougainvillea, I think I that name. Stayed there for 18 years. Okay. Many people used to ask me whether I owned that place. Honestly, I didn't have the heart to give it to me. But however, it was a great time, very nice place. All the kids used to love, enjoy playing there. And during this time, I used to have a lot of other responsibilities for in packaging. Used to head all India sales and marketing, product development.
But Raja, did you go to Tirupati from Bougainvillea or was the
No,
office on the Chemias Road?
in when I was in Chennai, my office used to be in Chennai Road, just opposite to
Okay.
Aksharatam.
Yes.
So I used to go to Thiruvatiyur at least once or twice, once a week or once in 2 weeks for some
Okay.
meeting.
Okay.
My place of work was in Chemias Road. So the travel was not a pain. Okay. So after that, so sometime it happened, I think I remember in sometime in 2002 or 2003. 1996 is when the company went through a change.
Okay.
The Deveshwar took over as the chairman of the company. So he obviously had grand plans. He wanted to move away from IDC being a cigarette company to a multiple product company.
Acha,
So
acha.
what were all the things like, that's when he started looking at, so we launched Atta, biscuits, confectionery, all that. After we did those few, I think sometime in 2003, we were looking at other things, what we can do with the current distribution network. So one day I got a call from him asking, why don't we look at other things? I said, it smells nice, it sounds good, but I know nothing about it. So me, a youngster with me, we went to Bangalore. I said, give me time for about 2 months to understand. So we and another youngster from my team, we went all the way to Bangalore and for 10 days, understanding what the business was all about, how it is manufactured. Then we launched around in 6 to 7 months' time. We launched. First, we launched.
Fantastic.
Then after that, we acquired this brand called Mangaldeep. When we launched Agarbattis, Mangaldeep as a brand name was not available. So then
Oh,
after some time, we had to relaunch with Mangaldeep brand name. Mangaldeep became, it caught on. So as luck would have it, so what happened was just about when we were just about going to launch, one of the directors threw up a spanner in the works. He said, "How can you, distribute agarbattis along with other products of ITC?
yeah.
Everything when they deliver to the retail shop, it will all smell of agarbatti. Cigarettes will smell like agarbatti, and atta will be like agarbatti." So that was a huge challenge.
Okay.
Then the chairman looked at me and said, "Yes, it is a challenge. How are you going to do it?" So, having spent a lot of time in the packaging business, me and my team said, "Okay, let's give." I said, "We'll come out with a solution." We developed a kind of packaging which can hold the fragrance and not let it out and transfer to the other products. So, a lot of tests were done. Finally, people were convinced. Then we launched what is called as the fragrance locked. So obviously, when we launched it, we went into the market, but the sales guy said, "Sir, people are used to smelling and buying agarbattis. Now your Mangaldeep is coming, nobody can smell it. How will it sell?" That was another story. So obviously, having crossed one hurdle, the next hurdle came up. So we came up with a TV commercial where I think we had Gayatri Joshi as a model. Gayatri Joshi used to
Okay.
be Swadesh at that time, and she was very
No,
popular.
that was only that Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, is
No,
it?
no, 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 no. That was much before that. First Mangala,
Okay, okay, okay.
the fragrance log story. So
Okay.
then the entire background for the story was uh, when you offer anything to God, be it flowers, or no, you don't smell flowers, you don't eat the prasad before eating. Here comes Mangaldeep, which is untouched and unsmelt. So that
Okay.
concept caught on and people were able to sell. So, I mean, there are many, many stories like in the story. So what happened was when I was always I believed in addition to promoting any brand through the traditional means of television advertising or advertisement in the papers, you should do something which the public will notice.
Yes.
Also, as it will be a good social cause. So what happened was, as again by chance, my dear friend Ravi Shankar, I don't know if you're here today. Ravi son Sham is he's an excellent violinist. Today,
Yes, yes, yes. I think you had him for Amrit's
yeah, right.
engagement. Yes, yes. At Abhirami Hall. Yes, we were there.
Sham. So I remember Ravi invited me to come for a stay. He was a small kid, an outstanding performer. It happened in Bharat Vidya Bhavan, that first floor mini hall. So including me, Ravi and Ramya, I think there were only about 10 people in the hall, which can hold about 150.
Okay.
And the person who was putting all this together was Mr. Ramji. He introduced me to Ramji. He said, "This is called the Isai Malalai troupe." I mean, I asked Ramji, "Why nobody's here? What's going on?" He said, "This is what it is. In the sense we have to perform on the time when nobody can come. these kids will not find any opportunity. So I told Ramji, how would you like it if you were to make the kids perform in peak December time? He said, are you joking? I said, I'm serious. I'm not joking. I said, can you take this hall for 1 week during December 15th? I asked him when is the peak season. He said, December 15th to 30th. I said, take it. He said, who will pay for it? I said, I'll pay for it. Go, don't worry about it. We'll call it
It
Mangaldeep.
was just impulsive. Immediately
Yeah,
you
yeah,
told him.
yeah, absolutely. And he said, yeah, I'll do it. Then I mean, I tell you, many of you may know Ramji, but I think he's a great guy, lot of energy, and he can move things. So Ravi, and me put together this first inauguration. He said we will before December starts, sometime in October, November, we'll do an inauguration.
Acha,
That time,
so December first week you will have Abaswaram Ramji's Isai Malai, is it?
second week when the music season starts, the peak starts. That is the time we should ask the kids to perform between 6 and 8 in the evening, same time. That was
Okay.
the, so that's how it happened. And I thought before we did the inaugural show, I said we should have a good PR event where we get a celebrity to come and launch the event. So coincidentally, Sri S.P. Balasubramaniam, who's a good friend, I hope he's getting better.
I think
So
he is
only
getting better by God's grace. Yeah.
he only launched Mangaldeep in Hyderabad. So I told Ramji SPB would be the right person to inaugurate, and he agreed. So it was a grand inauguration. SPB came and he sang, and it was good fun.
Very nice.
So that's how it started. So every year, December 15th to 30th, we used to have for about 1 week, I mean, 2 or 3 performances a day. And that way, I would say about over 100 kids got
Wow.
and today, if Ramji is on the show, he will tell you the number of people, number of kids who have done it very good. So this continued for about 10
I
years.
think from the Abaswaram Isai Malai Ramji, after you also started giving them the opportunity, many youngsters have grown into very good singers.
Yeah,
You know that? Yeah.
yeah, a lot of things. Yeah. And in
Yes,
fact,
yes. They've
did
grown into very good singers.
yeah, very good. And, vocalist, many things. And the
I
kind of
mean, just they have asadhyamana talent, Mr. Raja. It's the talent is just phenomenal. You know that the youngsters these days, and then okay, that Abaswaram Ramji, the Isai Malai. How did you manage to get the crowd after you started the inauguration?
yeah. See, one thing that's the thing. Now, the 2 things we did for the inauguration of the event every year. I mean, Ramji is very well known, like you. So what he used to do was he used to get very big dignitaries to come and inaugurate, like Balamurali Krishna, Sudha Raghunathan, Nityashri, you name it, everybody has come. The day
Exactly.
of inauguration, see, it also adds a lot of color and interest for the public. So that and he was very clear about one thing. He said, I don't want to do it in the big hall. The hall should not be more than 100 seats. I want the hall to be full. That's how he wanted it, and that's how also. So it is a very interesting thing, and every year we used to do it. I think we continued that for about 10 years. Once we completed, closer to the time in your third year or fourth year, I met Kala somewhere. I used to invite Kala for Ramji's event. She used to come, and she used to come there, and she used to enjoy the performances. And
Yes, of course I did.
I told Kala, you see, Ramji is doing for music. Why don't you do for dance?
Yeah, you told me in 2008. I still remember.
No, yeah, correct. After 2 3 years out of the so this idea, and she said, yeah, I'll start. I said, Kala, let's do it in a nice, good place. And that's when he said, where will I get a sponsor? I said, here, I am sitting in front of you. Let's do it. I think that you won't believe it. And because of these actions, sometimes yeah, the kind of response the brand Mangaldeep got in Chennai was huge.
Very true. Very
Because
true. Hey,
all
my
the
daughter-in-law Richa is saying hi to you and me. Hi.
right, hi,
Okay. No, but once you told me in 2008, of course, though I wanted to do it immediately, but I think I took a little time. 2010 was our inauguration, but
yeah,
I think that was the bang. No looking back,
yeah,
from
yeah.
Yeah, no, no, you were saying something. Please complete. Yeah.
And that, when I told Srekala, why don't you start in the sense the same format? But okay, not necessarily you should have the same format like Issei Maralai, but
Yeah,
you.
I told you we can't have 3 dancers per day. Yes. Yeah.
So somewhere I think it was interesting, and she put her Srikala put her own format, and dance has got a lot more of razzmatazz and show compared to music, vocal. So I think we didn't petachi for most of the time,
Yes. Yes.
and
No, you were very particular because for dance, once we had the discussion, you said
yeah,
then dance involves so much. We must have Petachi because even for the car park and for everything, you said it will be centrally located. Even for the
yeah,
girls, if they come from Nungambakam, if they come from here, everywhere, no? So it was very nice that after so many discussions, it went on well. And you also liked the way I sorted it out and I
yeah,
gave you, yeah. Yeah,
well
because
organized.
there are we had so many auditions
Yeah,
for the age group, and imagine the first year, if you remember, Cleveland Sundaram sir, and
now,
yeah,
yeah,
and from Chidambaram Shri Samandam sir. Those two people were the guest of honor for us, chief guest.
yeah,
And I think the dancer was Radhika Shirajit. As a dancer, she also had come. And the first year itself, the talk of the dance town it was.
yeah,
Because, yeah, you were so particular, you and your team were so particular that Tejas Bharanatiyotsav
hmm.
had a beautiful background. And I still remember you put me on to your, what's that, whoever does that, what's that department?
The marketing guys.
The marketing, not only marketing guys, who does the
So adver-
invitations,
yeah, yeah, advertising agency.
advertising agency. You put me on, and I used to coordinate one staff of yours with the advertising agency, and not only the invitation, even the backdrop. You were
Yeah,
so particular. No color. The children should be there. Photograph must be really. I mean. In a very what is it, in a blow up kind of way. I said, my God, Raja, nobody has done. I think the children are going to be so happy. And
yeah,
that's what happened. We did 3 a day for 3 days earlier, and it was so good that the children were so happy. And you said that because after I told you that the dancers should not have any disturbing background, you took great care. I mean, it went on. The team itself was very good.
yeah.
So from first 2010, last year, I just couldn't believe it was the 10th year. So for 5th year, you remember that Sadvesham Mangalam Bhavatu came up.
Yeah, that was an ad which you
10,
created.
11, 12, 13, 2014.
Yeah, correct. Yes.
So that time, Mami, your mother, was so particular because I had a strict policy that Tejas Bharanatyotsava is only for dancers from other dance schools between 8 years and 12 years. But Mami was so insistent that Illamma Srekala, unnோட students கொஞ்சம் இது பண்ணேன் showcase. So what I did on the 5th year, 2014, before the inauguration, I made 5 students of the 8 years to 12 years do one 15 to 20 minute piece with a live orchestra. And you were very, very particular that we have live orchestra. You never wanted a recorded CD also, if you remember. You wanted the live orchestra to be presented.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then the next was when the children, they used to love the gift hampers that you used to give
Oh, yeah.
them. So
Give them.
much of Mangaldeep Puja Agarbhattis for all the orchestra members and for the chief guest. And
Yeah.
name everyone, my contemporaries, my senior gurus, and everyone have come as the chief guest and guest of honor for Tejas Bharanatyotsava. So after the 5th year, it was last year, because it was 10 years of Tejas Bharanatyotsava, I made 10 students from each class to come and perform. 10 students. So only twice my students have participated, not even as the participants for the festival, before the
Yeah.
inauguration. I was very clear that our policy must stand so that there is immense talent, abundance of talent, Raja, found
Yeah,
everywhere. These days, children are so smart, very
yeah,
nice. They just catch up the music or the dance or the instrument, and they start learning early.
yeah.
See, when my parents joined me with Sarsa teacher only when I was 7.5, I mean 8. And nowadays I have students from 4, four
Yeah,
and a half, they come and join. So
yeah.
they're all extremely, I mean, even 3.5 if she is very interested. So we have to take them up. And also, this TBN, Tejas Bharanatyan, so owes a lot to you and Mangaldeep because everyone, the orchestra members, who plays for experienced and artist, a very star artist also, and upcoming, everyone, all the classes, when they played for this child between 8 years and 12 years, they never used to, Tejas Balanachyatsunu Marandu Pedaba. என்னமா ஸ்ரீகலா மேடம் மங்கள்தீப் ப்ரோக்ராம் வருதா நமக்கு மங்கள்தீப் ப்ரோக்ராம் வருதா I said definitely Mangaldeep program miracle because in June itself I will tell you from June
Yeah.
itself we will start because we have to book the hall. I've always told you that for a classical art you need to book the hall well in advance. So it was either September end or October 1st and 2nd that we used to do, if you remember. And I'll always tell 3rd October is your birthday. So it was so everyone were looking forward. And
Correct.
I think in 2016 you made it, you wanted me to announce it as a competition. Do you remember?
Yeah,
We
correct.
had that alone at Rani Sitai Hall. You remember that?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and for that, I mean, even other style of dancers, classical dancers have come as a guest of honor. And even for that, even on the stage, we had a very good group to announce and to keep as the anchor. I think your own Mr.
Sundar, Sundar.
Yeah,
Our,
Sundar of even Ma, Namba Ramachandran sir's son, Sundar of
our,
Hamsad Vedi. Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, he used to. So he was the one who you introduced us to him only.
yeah.
And I mean, such lovely days. How did what we wanted to ask you? Being a pillar of support, backbone of Tejas Balanachiyat, sir. Other than Abaswaram Isai Malalai and our Balanachiyat, sir, have you supported any other classical arts or anything like this, similar to this?
No. We have we have not done this as a continuous effort like what we have done for you and for Ramji, but we have done a lot of spot performances, sponsorships, and lot of events like that across cities. We have done it.
That's nice. For
Because
exclusively for classical.
it could be even music. SPB shows we have done.
No, that's okay. I mean, that's okay. You're saying
Yeah.
films. You're saying film songs.
Music, culture was going well with agarbattis, and people were
Yes.
able to. Yeah, that
And you remember that Sadvesham, once the ad agency came and took my students as the online advertisement for that song
yeah, correct, yeah,
online. That was, my God, my students just enjoyed. I think around 20 students or something, 20
yeah.
of them. Because we wanted only between the age group of 8 and 12, no?
See,
That was
I
a great
more important thing.
experience.
My take on both dance and music is, in fact, this is what I told Ramji and Srekala also. Look at the game of cricket. Two things I want to share with you. Look at the game of cricket. Test cricket, if they had continued Test cricket, today cricket would have gone. Then they came out with the one day international, they came out with the T20. Look at what's happening. You're still having IPL match in UAE, despite all the problems, made it so popular. Similarly, some kind of a innovation is required, be it dance, a competition, or something for in both. Otherwise, you're going to find it difficult to keep the interest level going. So I think people like Srekala and others have to think together and bring out a new plan of action. I think that's a very important action. So
No, that's why we had the competition in 2016. And you announced that immediately 10,000, 15,000, 10, and 5,000, we gave the first, second, third. If you
yeah,
remember, from
yeah.
Mangaldeep
No,
Agarbati's and
no,
what?
no, you have to do it often, maybe twice a year to keep the interest alive. Because, what happens is otherwise, the interest will go down and, people, that's one thing. I still remember in one of your events during the inauguration, Srikanth was there. You had invited
That's the
Srikanth.
second year. He was there in 2011.
So we were sitting there, and Srikanth made a very nice and your mother was also sitting in the first row. Srikanth says there is nothing which makes a mother very proud than reading about her son or seeing a son or a
In the
daughter's
paper. Yes.
newspaper. He said this is what this platform is providing. So many parents are so happy. So providing a platform is important. So that is one. Second thing is, so many kids who are interested, but if you don't pursue that interest with a bit of showcasing their talent,
Very
I'm
true.
going to find it difficult in the days to come. You have to look at alternate ways, Srikala.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. No, no, you're right. But what do you think, Raja? In the pandemic, we are don't you think it's a very good thought that we are continuing without giving it a break? This 11th year of Bharat Tejas Bharanachitsav digital due to pandemic. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it's very good. It's excellent because you have to keep the interest alive. In the sense, if you just suddenly shut shop, all the children will say, well, next year, you don't know. In the next 12 months, a lot of things will happen. They will get diverted to, because the kind of opportunities a child gets today, there's so many. If you really look at child, and the parents are putting so much of pressure on them to learn other things. One could be dance, one could be karate, one could be tennis. They make them hop across to so many, and these things will. But providing an opportunity, a stage like
No,
this,
no, that's very good. This, I really was thinking of you in every entries that we got. We got 130, Raja,
very good.
130 entries that we got. And we got from all over the globe. We got from Singapore, we got from US, and we got from, what's the other place? Sri Lanka. We got from everywhere. We
Good.
got from Malaysia, and we were really very thrilled that Tejas Bhalna Chitsat is reaching so much. And among all the cities in India, we got from Bangalore, we got from Bombay, Mumbai, and
Yeah,
we get from Delhi, everywhere. And I only feel I'm very fortunate that, so every time that when we got the entries, I used to really thank only you,
yeah.
if not for you. Huh?
It's good. You got to give them an opportunity and publicize the events very well.
Yes.
Put it on social media and get a lot of people to come and watch. I think
Yes, yes,
that's
media, yeah. In
good.
fact, if remember, you asked us to put it on the YouTube, and we are doing it only on the YouTube.
Yeah. Because my the chat I had with you, Srikala, is because we are doing so much of Zoom meetings today for professional purposes. I don't think Zoom is a medium for a thing like dance. I mean, I've never seen a performing art being done well on Zoom. YouTube is the right where you can
Yes,
record and
very
show
true.
full color and bloom.
Very, very nice. And the children, when we gave them the entry as 3 minutes, a slokam for 3 minutes, my God, each and every, from Hyderabad and everywhere, one dance class, whether it's Chennai or everyone, we got from very, very good gurus of very good repute, and also all upcoming people. They were so happy to do the shlokam, whether it's for 3 minutes, whether it's Tamil or Sanskrit, how much of intense, with great interest, they were asking me that
Yeah,
we
yeah,
should do this, we should do that. Because this 3 minutes of slokam in the entries for us to choose, it was in all the media, social media.
yeah.
Achu, say hi to Raja uncle, come. Come. It is in all, come here. Say hi. It is in all the social media, no?
Yeah.
And look at him with this, he came with this,
Ask.
yeah, mask. Come, 1 minute you come. Just say hi to Raja uncle. Say hi.
Hey, how are you?
So, and I mean, it is something really wonderful,
Yeah,
really wonderful. And even as you say, next year, when everything goes, as if we do not know what's going to happen, whenever things, yes, we want everything to come back to normalcy very, very soon. I thought, let this continue, the digital version also. And
yeah, yeah.
as you say, we can have it twice a year. Then at that time, if we are able to do on stage in Chennai, I will say to it that digital will be only for persons from outstations.
Hmm.
See, this year, the children from in station also from Chennai also are taking part. And so next year, if things go well, and if at all we can do it on stage, then the other one, I think, don't you think that will be right? We can give them the digimedia.
No, you can do the prelims on digital, show it to everybody, and then take
Okay.
the finals on stage. You could look at that also.
I know, prelims on, that's what we did
Uh,
now.
and then take the finals to the stage, on stage performance. You could do that. So that,
Okay. No, but I'm asking you in Chennai, in India, and outside India.
yeah, no, no, it's okay. Even in Chennai, people can participate in online thing. I
No,
don't think
that's what they've done this year because no stage is
continue that. You
allowed.
continue, and then later
Okay.
on, the final, 7, 8 people, you can put them on stage for 2 days and make them dance.
Yeah,
I think
9. Final 9 will be there. Yeah, okay.
so that
Okay. No, since, this time also I wanted to stick on to that final 9. But the roaring response, the
hmm,
heartwarming response, since 130, how can I choose only 9? So I made it into 12. I just did
yeah,
three dancers extra. So that each day, here on stage, I can give them 40 minutes as usual. But now, since it's digital, I'm giving them 20 minutes.
yeah,
20 for 4 girls, 1 day. I will definitely be, I mean, once everything is ready, I will definitely pass it on to you also. And I mean, it's very
well,
nice. I can take a
once
bite
a,
from you. I can take a bite from you to asking you to wish all the kids
yeah, yeah.
before they dance.
One more thing you can do is you got 120 entries, right? And
130.
130 or so. So you're going to showcase 12 of them in the final event, correct? So my
Yes.
suggestion is the balance 120 odd children, show them more a week. Show the performances in your channel. Doesn't matter. So what?
Okay.
They can, see, they all want, everybody wants some recognition. And, but you can showcase the finals in a different way.
Okay. Sure.
Why
Yes.
not?
Yes. Why
So,
not? We will do it. No, we are showcasing their 3 minutes locum everywhere in the YouTube, everything. Yeah.
yeah.
So that they'll also be very happy about it.
Yeah, the other important thing, I think, Kala, all this, in the sense, if you want to pursue this idea and ambition of yours, you need money. You need to, you need to be progressive. You need to get some good sponsors who will do it. You need to have about 6, 7 people
Yes. Yes.
who are, who will do it, like what, Mangaldeep did. We should have, I think that bank you should create. I'm sure some of the people here, can help in that cause. So
Okay.
yeah,
Please, all of you here.
that's what I'm saying. It could even be the point is it could be companies or it could even be individuals. Why not? We create a sort of a crowdfunding event because this is for the good talent hunt, right?
Very true, very true. I suppose people can hear you, and we should plan well in advance for this and ask them because there are many companies or even individuals who do definitely they give the ad on the social media also.
Yeah,
So we should, yeah, I must, I mean, put my head into that, and we must all. I think I should do it,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I must. I mean, start well in advance
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
this idea, this in this itself, for me to help, like for you, like the advertising, I'm taking the help of Alap where that is a classical arts management boutique. So one Akila Krishnamurti, she's doing the help for me in coordinating in the ideation and all that. We are doing it last year, if you remember. You also gave a article. She was the one who brought up my the coffee table book out of all our inputs. You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So she only, I've given her in order just to take care of all this, so that because I cannot do everything, I need a support system also.
Yeah.
Like you say, only finance we were not able to. I've asked my own people, my one or two well-wishers said
Sure.
that they try to give. But as you say, we should get the corporate or the individual sponsor. But I think I must start that well in advance.
Correct. And it's an ongoing thing. It's
Yes.
a good cause, and people, even without any returns, people will do it. Provided
Yes. Yes.
tell them, this is what we're doing. Right? See, providing an opportunity for 130 young kids is not a small thing. In the sense, I think it's an opportunity. We should look at it differently.
Yeah, very true. And this time on the first day, that is on September 25th, the 4 girls are very good students from one Pandanallur Pandian student, KP Aditi, and then the next one is from that New York. The mother and the guru are one and the same for that child, Shreya Sharath, where her mother is her guru. And then the third is our Chennai Urmila Satyanarayanan student, one Samyukta. And then the fourth is, I think, what's her name? All from very good, Sheila Unnikishan student is dancing. Very many nice, very well-known Chitra Muralidharan's, R. Muralidharan student. And then Pavitra Bhatt from Mumbai, his student called Prakriti Joshi. Everybody, many people whom I don't, then one Pooja Shankar, I don't even know them. But they were so cute. They were so cute when they applied, when they came for the entry. We had a jury and everyone accepted. And one is, what's that girl? Pooja Shankar was very sweet. And then one Kanishka, one girl. And she's, Kanishka is from Chennai. About few from Chennai, few from outside. Coimbatore, one girl called Sri Kirti. And then Anita Guha student called Shrija. So everybody are, this is what makes us feel very, very happy and content that not only everyone, but also the well-known. See,
Yes.
I gave a very good combination of the girls, of the gurus we haven't heard of in Chennai, and at the same time, the gurus we've heard of in Chennai. So
Right.
that it will be, and everyone, you won't believe it, every child is talented in her own way.
Yeah.
Every child is so very talented. All the girls, I hope I have not missed out the 12 girls' names. These are the names that I can remember right away. And all these girls, they're all, and we have also introduced in our Tejas handle Wednesday challenge, Raja, where the girls can take up, for instance, one of the challenge was take a nursery rhyme of your liking and enact that. So many people did one. In fact, I had one dancer, male dancer called Varun Khanna. He's a dentist. And he did for Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And like a diamond in the sky, he said. And then one of my own student, one girl, Lavanya, she did Incy Wincy Spider, climbed upon the, very sweet it was, in all your Bharatanatyam movements.
Yeah.
Everywhere, it was beautifully, and Tamil, Nila, oh, Diva, very nicely done by all kutis.
These are the you have to do.
Yeah, then Dr. Ananda Shankar Jain from Hyderabad, her student, she also won. Shreya Sunil, she also is participating. I will give you the list. I will send you. And it is amazing that those children have taken so much of interest in preparing along with the gurus in this pandemic time. That's what I appreciate them. I appreciate them. None of them even said, they didn't sulk. They didn't say, we thought, okay, whether we are doing it correct or wrong, but it was such a good decision. And it was very nice of all the girls to apply. Only thing is, some girls who were above 12 also applied, but we did not say anything. We
Yeah.
just said, okay, go carry on. And we just liked, because maybe they did not read the rules in the beginning, but it was very nice seeing them also. So dance, really, this divine art keeps us going. And one
Yeah.
thing, Raja, I have not yet forgotten. Remember, you told me that I must take this like Airtel Super Singer?
Hmm.
You wanted me. That is what I have to work for it a little later after this, after everything. Maybe in a year or two, I must take it up like whatever super dancer,
Hmm.
whatever that, yeah, the title sponsor, super dancer. I think that will be fantastic for the children, don't you think? But without all the dramatic reality shows where they make these focus on the children crying and all, I don't want. I don't want all that. No need for those dramatic either. But this should be done. What else? Why did you? Oh, because you. Why did you stop Abaswaram Ramji's and ours? Because you were
No,
somebody else was taking over.
no. Ramji said he cannot continue further. He said, I've had enough. But also, I think he was facing a dearth of talent. Children were not coming up. That was a concern he had.
Oh my God!
So he said not many children are coming up and taking up performing arts in music and instruments. So I think he had a concern. He said, we are not getting children, so I think I will take it. So
Achoo.
yeah,
Oh, I didn't know this. I thought, okay, because your term was, I mean,
no,
you were outgoing and some other CEO is incoming. I thought that was the reason.
no, I think he himself put a stop to it. He said, but actually about a year back, even 1 year after my retirement, he came and met me, had a long chat. He said, shall we revive it again? So I said, yeah, let's do it. We are thinking of doing something for him from ITC. ITC has got the Sangeet Research Academy.
Okay.
So that
So please have us also in your mind.
yeah, you should. We should get the new guy who has taken over from me to start listening.
Fantastic. You should. That's all. Now that all the children will be even more happier.
Yeah. So good. I think anything else, Kala? We can, or shall we say bye? And nice talking to you.
We do have 5 more minutes, okay.
Yeah.
Why don't we? Oh, hi, Anita. Just now, Anita Ratnam has joined. Remember? Last
Yeah.
year, she was our chief guest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Anita. So nice of you to join now because we are just closing in, but so nice to see her. She
Oh, yeah.
really appreciated your. I think she was talking to you also last year.
Yes, she had a lot of nice ideas. And all of you should join together and, do something different, innovative. That's what I told her, let's all
Yeah.
have a chat.
Very nice, very nice. I mean, she is always, because we all live for this classical arts, and it's very nice. And even Anita herself has given in many innovative ideas, many innovative ideas. And okay. Now, what do you think after having seen the talent of among these young children, between 8 and 12 in music and dance? What do you think about the future of our classical arts in children when they grow? What do you think about it?
See, somewhere, if you have to compare it to some other thing. For example, if you look at the game of tennis or game of cricket, the number of kids who go and play with the hope that either they will become Rafael Nadal or they will become a Virat Kohli. Somewhere, the parents have got that hope. Right?
Yes.
Up to a particular stage, the interest continues. Beyond that, okay, let them be a good performer. That's it. Okay, I think not everybody can be a champion. I think that's what you should say. Not everybody can become a stage performer later on, but it's a good thing to know you're reviving your culture, traditions. I think that is the message. If all of you can spread, I think that will attract a lot more talent. Nobody is going to just I want to perform during December. That's my ambition. See, that ambition always throws a spoke into your entire way of approaching things.
Yes.
So I think so. For example, if you look at the game of tennis, you see a lot of pitch play. All of them need not become Grand Slam winners, but they can be good tennis players. They can play in clubs till they are 55, 60 and have a good game. That's it. Look
Oh,
at
my
you.
Dr. Biswakumar still plays cricket at MCC. I mean, plays tennis at MCC.
And I
Yeah.
think you look
And
at you.
not only that, Raja, there are tennis, I mean, what is it? What do you say? They're all organized here, no? The tennis championships, some plays and all. What do you
Yeah,
call that as?
tournaments.
The tournaments are organized for youngsters and for
Yeah.
the age
Across,
groups.
across age group, they have for veterans also. See, like how, in the sense, that's what I think, somewhere you got to keep the interest growing.
Okay, that's
So,
very nice. No, this is a very good point, and we will take it up. The interest in all the age groups, as you say, but one thing, let me tell you, this particular age group, any sabas, because they are all filled with so many other from 20 to 25 age group till I mean, seniors, these students can't get immediately a chance, a stage. For them, what we are giving, I think they are so happy about it. In fact, they feel so fortunate. And I also feel so happy for those children to see the happiness in their face. That's
absolutely.
very nice. Thank you so much, Raja. Thank you.
Nice talking to
And
all of
thank you to spend this, I think more than, it's just going to be 5 minutes for 1 hour. And I think we've really had a very good talk over this.
talking to all of
And by the way, my dear viewers, I must say, Ramya and Raja's second son, Anush, only runs the Meze restaurant, which all
Hi.
children, the youngsters are for that restaurant. I think all of you should be out there. Really must be missing it because of the pandemic. Oh my God, we just have 1.5 minutes.